Today I have a brand new perfume haul for you with budget perfumes, designer perfumes, and one niche perfume. So let's start. First up, I had to try the new Eau de Toilette version of Idôle from Lancôme. I love the original and all of its flankers. It's such a beautiful modern take on rose, and oftentimes very creamy and sweet and fun and playful. And so when I heard that they have a green tea version of it, I had to try it out. So this one has the main accords of rose, citrus, and musky, with notes of green tea, bergamot, rose water, and rose, and the base has musk, patchouli, cedar, and bourbon vanilla. To me, it is basically a very watery green rose. It's very refreshing, very almost cooling, and very, very green smelling. It does smell like green tea leaves. Like if you put your nose on a bag of green tea leaves, it's exactly what it smells like, plus this watery rose. So it was very unexpected. It's very different from all of the other ones, but still is a flanker. You can still get the DNA of Lancôme, but this one is so much more unsweet and more refreshing and almost unisex, I would say, because as I said, there's no sweetness in here. It's just a very refreshing green rose scent, and I know a lot of men who wear rose scents in general, and I think this one is a very fitting take for the hot summer days. The same goes for this one, but just the fact that it's perfect for summertime, but this one is very sweet. So this is one of the new Sol de Janeiro perfume mists, and this one is Beijos de Sol, and I think it basically means sun kisses, kisses from the sun. And this smells so good. I haven't gotten a chance to smell the other ones, but this one is just so fun. And I feel like they do such a good job with all of their perfumes. There's not maybe one where I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like wearing it. All of the other ones, I'm like, that's a very nice perfume. All of them are very sweet though. So this one has main accords of tropical coconut sweet with perfume notes of peach and mango, coconut milk and frangipani, white musk, and woodsy notes. On here it says peach skin, coconut milk, and frangipani petals. And basically it's like a tropical vacation in a perfume mist. It's so fun. It smells a little bit like the vacation perfume. So everything that goes in this direction, those tropical florals with coconut, is basically what you get in here without the sharp white florals. Like sometimes tiare or even frangipani can lean a little bit too sharp to me and makes it unbearable for me to wear. Gives me a headache a lot of times as well. And this one is so smooth and so creamy. It's like a very almost like condensed coconut milk in there, mixed in with a lot of fruity notes. I don't really get like mango, like natural smelling mango, but it does smell good, and it's not this synthetic, again, sharp mango that you get in a lot of other scents at the moment. I have my Surge of Mango perfume, which I adore, and they go in the same direction of being like very creamy and sweet, though very different, but still I could see myself pairing those two together. And this is just something so easy to wear throughout summertime. It's very lightweight. It's not very long lasting though, but sometimes, especially when it goes extremely hot, then I like to get my perfume mists out. Let's go into a completely different direction. I heard about this perfume and I never got a chance to get it. It wasn't available anywhere. And then randomly I was shopping on Amazon and this one popped up and was like, oh my God, it was such a good price. So I just got it. I don't know if you've heard about this because it's very underrated. This is called Avenue Eau de Parfum London by Grandeur. Grandeur, not too sure. Doesn't say much on here, but this is what the packaging looks like. Very sturdy and actually quite nice. And I love the bottle. Like I'm shocked. This I think was like 30 euros. And I'm really, really shocked at everything. So this is a frosted glass bottle in this beautiful green color. It's extremely heavy. Then you get this cap with this green stone, like marble stone on it, which is so beautiful. It like sits on it tightly. The sprayer is good. And like I'm very, very positively shocked about this perfume. And I will read you out the notes and see if you know what it could smell like. This one is not in Fragrantica, so I found some notes. It's supposed to have top notes of lychee, cassis, and mandarin with water lily, peony, and jasmine. And then ambroxan, praline, vanilla, musk, and oak moss. So when I read those notes, I was like, it sounds a little bit like Baccarat Rouge. But then I saw people comparing it to a perfume called Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9. And I'm not too sure if I've ever smelled that perfume. Maybe, because a lot of times I always tell you, I go into a perfumery and I see so many perfumes I always wanted to try, so I have to try a lot of them. And then I don't really remember. If it's not like a 10 out of 10, I don't spray it on my hand and then I don't really remember what it smells like. But anyway, this one is so good. It does smell like Baccarat Rouge. I'm not too sure about the Greenwich Village, as I said, but if that one smells like this, a lot of people say that they don't really smell alike, but to me, this is definitely in the same family as Baccarat Rouge 540. But this one has something a little bit more light and more fitting towards the warmer months. There's a lot of florals in here. There is something fruity in here. It's like a more floral, fruity version of Baccarat Rouge to me. Longevity isn't the best. It's not like Baccarat Rouge where you spray it on your jacket and you can smell it 3 months later. It's quite new though, and sometimes people say that you have to spray it, let it sit, and then come back to it and the performance will be better. I'm not too sure about that one, but I would say like 5 hours with this one, and for the price, I'm very happy with it, and I like the DNA personally. But if you're fed up with Baccarat Rouge and everything similar to it, I don't think you will enjoy it. But if you do, I would suggest checking this one out. Okay, then on to the niche perfume. This is a travel size of Juliette Has a Gun Lust for Sun. And with this brand, I always tell you that a lot of times the DNA to me is a little bit too synthetic to me, and a lot of times I like the scent, but then it gets so overwhelming because of this sharp synthetic note or accord or whatever. And this one I sprayed in stores over and over again, and I was like, I like it, but do I love it? Do I have to have it? And now I just thought, let's get a travel size and see what I really think of it. And I don't know if you can see, but I have been wearing it. This one has the main accords of white floral, sweet and floral, with notes of coconut, freesia, bergamot. In the middle, gardenia, ylang ylang, jasmine, orange blossom. And in the base, we have white musk, ambroxan, and vanilla. Loads of notes I love, which is why I wanted to test it out again. And this is interesting to me because it does not smell like scents like this, like coconutty, creamy, and whatever. This to me is like a very elegant version of those types of tropical vacation scents on my skin. And right now I can smell like a very strong freesia and gardenia, which are very, to me, more classic, mature, elegant florals that you find in something like Eternity by Calvin Klein and a lot of perfumes from that era, very like classy lady perfumes. But then you get those very buttery, fun notes with the coconut and the ylang ylang, as well as vanilla and the ambroxan that gives it this modern kick, which I do appreciate, and it makes it not smell like everything else. Also, because of the ambroxan, this does last longer than a lot of the other perfumes in that scent family. So I will keep you updated about how often I wore it in the next couple of weeks and what I feel about it. But as of right now, I'm very happy that it is in my collection. Okay, with the next one, I have to be honest, I just got it because of the packaging. Not even the packaging, but the bottle. I've never heard about this brand, this perfume. It just popped up on New Ins. So this one is Decorté Kimono Yui Eau de Toilette. And I guess it is Japanese. I'm not too sure. It says Kose Corporation Tokyo, but it's made in France, distributed by Kose America, and then it says something in Germany. So not too sure. Let's say it is a Japanese brand. But when I received it, I love this packaging. I have to show it to you in a close-up. I don't know if you're able to see it, but this is so beautiful and cute, and it's just lovely. And when I open it up, I was so excited because it is supposed to look like the bottle is wearing like a kimono bow. I'm not too sure what the exact term is, but I just got the small bottle and it doesn't have it on here. It looks beautiful, and this one is just a 0.5 fluid ounce bottle, so 15 milliliters. And I'm happy with how this one looks, but I was hoping for the bow being on here, and it just looked so cute. But anyway, the scent itself is very beautiful. Very clean and fresh. And to me, it fits perfectly into this category. Like someone wearing this in the summertime could wear this in springtime. So this one has the main accords of citrus, white floral, vanilla. Okay. With notes of lemon, mandarin, orange, sudachi, citrus, neroli, orange blossom rose, and musk cedar vanilla. I will look up what people say what it smells like. Okay. I don't agree. To me, it basically smells a lot like perfumes like Eternity by Calvin Klein, but just not as sharp and loud, a lot more quiet and subtle, perfectly fitting into the Japanese aesthetic. And when I went there, I smelled a lot of perfumes similar and very clean and fresh and subdued. And this is exactly what this smells like. So yeah, it's just lovely. It's very lovely. It's citrusy, and for that reason, it's very fresh. It's very refreshing. But then I get something like freesia and gardenia, like those types of florals. I don't really get orange blossom and the neroli, but maybe it's the combination with the rose. You can definitely smell the rose. But it's like a very beautiful, elegant, rosy floral perfume with loads of citrusy notes thrown into it, and then it's quite musky, but not the dusty musk that I don't enjoy. It's the musk I do enjoy that makes everything a little bit more airy and just a very beautiful perfume. Like if I wear it, I feel beautiful. Also, it's very easy. It's very easy to wear. You will not distract anybody with this perfume. Also, the size is perfect to throw in your bag. You can wear it whatever job you have, and it's just something that makes you feel put together and pretty and clean and fresh. And the last one that I received was by Estée Lauder. This is Bronze Goddess Nuit. And I mean, Bronze Goddess is a cult classic, and they always, I'm not too sure what exactly they do. Like, do they do a new one every single year? Because sometimes you see perfumes like that have been released years ago that are still there. Do they always have different kinds of notes? I'm not too sure, but it was always something I liked, but I wasn't really too sure on which one to get. And I think I've never smelled this one before. This one was released 2 years ago, so quite new. And this has the main accords of sweet, coconut, amber, woody, with notes of ylang ylang, pepper, bergamot, coconut, salt, orchid, jasmine, and the base has tonka bean, cashmere wood, and ambroxan. I was very surprised about the notes because from what I remember, the original one to smell like, I thought of something like this or like Lust for Sun, something with like this sunscreen character, but a little bit more elegant. Not as like elegant as this one, but still in this direction. But this Nuit version is a lot different to me. Let's see what people say, what it smells like. Soleil Blanc Vanilla Vibes by Juliette has a gun. I don't agree. I really do not agree. Maybe Eau de Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. Alien Goddess, Hibiscus Palm by Erin. Not really. It goes in the same direction, but to me, this is so interesting because it has this vacation perfume character, but I actually, especially in the beginning, I get a lot of the pepper, like it has something spicy. I mean, there's salt and pepper in here, which is really funny to me. But you get the ylang ylang and the coconut for sure. You get something citrusy from the bergamot, but then you get this peppery thing almost like tickling in your nose from the pepper and the salt. And then the base is a little bit more ambery and deep, but I haven't been wearing it actually. I think I've just sprayed it on my hand once and I was like, oh yeah, it smells good. Like right now, like the beginning is like very generic and like nice smelling. It smells like a lot of different perfumes, a little bit like CK Eternity as well. I don't know why I have this perfume in my head today, but like classic floral fresh perfume. But then as it dries down, like now it like calms down a little bit, I get this pepperiness. It's so interesting. And the saltiness reminding me of the salt vibes in Idôle Aura from Lancôme, which also has like vanilla in there and salt. It's very creamy as well. And then it gets more sweet and it gets a lot of the tonka bean. And to me, that's very interesting because the development of this perfume is so quick. The first thing you smell to me is like something generic floral, and then it gets a little peppery and a little salty, and then it gets more deep and creamy and sweet. And in the end, I get something that does remind me of Eau de Soleil Blanc, the Alien Goddess, something like that. But a lot more smooth and creamy and a little bit more even niche smelling because of this pepperiness and the tonka bean. So it's beautiful and I definitely can see myself wearing it for summer nights. I will have a 2-week vacation and I will definitely take it with me. And let's see how often I will wear it. So these were all of the perfumes that are new to my collection. Let me know if you've tried any of them and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!